Every day, a child goes hungry. It's a problem impacting millions worldwide, and guess what? We're not immune to it here on this peninsula. Today, we're going to share a message of hope and let you know how you can help feed tens of thousands of your Delmarva friends and neighbors.
Celebrating our Native American heritage, how you can experience the sights and sounds of the Accohonic Indian tribe.
It's a rare opportunity getting to walk the track at Dover International Speedway, and you can do it this weekend, and it's all for a good cause. The details coming up.
And we're in the kitchen with the folks from La Hacienda. Today we are making their famous Neptune burrito. Delmarva Life starts right now.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Lisa Bryant.
I'm Jimmy Hopple. Welcome to Delmarva Live from historic Studio D.
And before we go any further, we need to welcome our studio audience. Historic Studio D. And it's a Red Hat Day.
Yeah, we got the rowdy Red Hatters in here again.
Anything goes.
We've already warned them that the bouncers are available, so don't get out of hand. We'll just, okay.
Yeah.
You know, I've been griping about our electric bill, how much we had to pay for our electric bill. Just in case you're wondering, if indeed it really is a lot hotter or if it just felt that way, NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, released some figures on September.
Right.
This last September, just a month ago, it tied for the warmest, the hottest September on record.
Really?
Ever.
Ever.
With 2005. And that's land and ocean. Just on the land, it was like the third ever hottest September.
I'm not surprised. It was pretty hot in September.
Oh my goodness.
Pretty hot all summer.
I just understand now why that electric bill went where it did, but anyway.
Well, our hot topics today, we want to start off by congratulating a local barber. Just in case you're wondering, a haircut back, 60 years ago?
Yeah.
Only cost about 50 cents.
4 bits.
4 bits. And guess what? Yesterday,
you could have got it.
You could have got it for 50 cents. 82-year-old Ray Bradford marked his anniversary cutting hair, charging the going rate when he started 65 years ago. I said 60 years ago.
Yeah.
He and Bob Savage and Janie Jones, who bought the shop this summer,
this last summer.
This past summer, wore the traditional long sleeve starched white shirts and black bow ties.
All right, now if you look there at the picture, that's Ray there on the left, and over on the far right is Bob Savage, and then there's Janie back there in the back.
Yeah. I wonder if they sang.
50 cents for a haircut. Oh!
I wonder if they sang some harmonies while they were cutting the hair.
You know the barber, I know you know this, you know the barber pole that's got the red and white stripes on the front? You know why it's the red and white stripes? No. Because long ago, barbers were the doctors, and that was to signify the bandages.
Seriously?
Is it right? We'll ask Roger. Roger knows everything, and Roger's that old too. So, no, Roger, don't leave now. It was just a joke. I mean, okay. No, we're going to talk to Roger here in a little bit. This was a really cool thing. You found this.
Yeah. The high school juniors, 2 high school juniors. You know, well, let me start it off this way. College football, well into the season, and we don't know who's going to play the championship game, but we do know of 2 local musicians who are going to be playing at the championship game, and there they are right there. These Sussex Tech High School juniors will perform in the All-Star Band during halftime of the BCS National NCAA Championship football game in Miami on January 7th.
Oh my goodness,
Miami
how about that?
in January.
Guys.
Ethan Humphreys of Georgetown will play trumpet, and Jackie Togart of Millsboro will twirl her baton in front of more than, get this, 80,000 fans. So,
I wonder if it's nerve-wracking.
Oh, I imagine so.
That is neat stuff.
So yeah, hopefully our favorite teams will be playing as well.
Make it even better.
Yeah, that'd make it even better. But imagine that, Miami in January.
Congratulations, guys. That's awesome. If you live in Delaware, even if you're not living in Delaware, you're invited to help make Delaware litter-free. Imagine a litter-free Delaware Day. It's going to be Saturday. What's going on is the Delaware Department of Transportation is looking for volunteers as well as, the Adopt a Highway groups to clean up the state roadways. Now, they'd like your help, but you need to go ahead and register if you want to help, and you can do that on our website, delmarvalife.com, because that way what they can do is DelDOT can provide like your safety vest, your trash bags, and all that kind of thing. It's great that you want to help. Got to keep you safe as well, though. Here are the details if you want to help out. It's Saturday, October 20th, which, according to my calendar, is this Saturday. Delaware's roads and community areas, you are wanted. And if you want more information, there's the number, 302-760-2080.
Get out there and clean up the roads.
Do your part.
Yes, do your part. Election Day coming up in less than a month.
It's not far away.
I cannot believe
really
that. And in Sussex County, that means Return Day is coming up in less than a month. This marks the 200th anniversary and will feature the ox from the pit before the parade of politicians and the burying of the hatchet.
There's the sign from the stables where the horses come from and the carriages as the politicians make the parade.
Yeah.
Around. I should have known this. It makes perfect sense, but I didn't realize this. In the parade where all the politicians come around and go around the circle, the ones facing forward are the ones that won the election, and the ones that are facing backwards did not win.
Oh, really?
I didn't
and they
realize
still do that.
And they still do that. Oh, everybody gets together. It's a wonderful time, and it's a great opportunity, and I think it's magnificent. The Sussex County has always done this for, what, 200 years now?
200 years, yeah.
Bringing everybody back together. We're working together. And then they bury the hatchet, literally.
Yeah.
So it's a tremendous event, and the ox is really good, too.
Yeah.
Just saying. Just thought I'd mention
Well,
that.
did you know that today America celebrates National Feral Cat Day?
I didn't know there was one.
I didn't know there was one either, but it's also the day a Sussex County native and award-winning journalist is going to release a book. It's called Taming Me, Memoir of a Clever Island Cat. There's the book right there. Kathy Unruh, once a reporter for WBOC, if you remember that name.
I remember the name, yeah.
I remember that name a while back. She wrote this novel, and it takes an intimate look at the thoughts of and emotions of a cat as she struggles to survive in the wild and learns the intricacies of human interaction. And apparently it's told in first voice by her cat. That was once a feral cat.
First kitty voice.
Yeah, first kitty voice. But apparently this book is getting all kinds of endorsements from animal advocates, including executives at Alley Cat Allies, the Humane Society of the United States, New York City's Neighborhood Cats Farm Sanctuary, and Florida Voices for Animals. So congratulations.
See, I never would have, oh, and by the way, it was Unruh. I'm sorry, we said Unruh. Sorry about that. Her name is Unruh. I never really associated with a feral cat being a good pet.
Yeah.
But you can.
Yeah.
You just gotta be careful about it.
You gotta be careful and
Don't
get
get too
all
crazy
the
about it.
shots and everything. And you know what? You get a feral cat and you have fewer mice.
There you go.
There you go.
Probably fewer dogs too, because feral cats don't mess with you.
Yeah.
We do a lot on Delmarva specifically as far as food drives to help out those who need food. And there are other drives for things that take care of people who need things. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of groups that I think are wonderful. You'll see wristbands, people wearing wristbands to forward their particular concern and what they're wanting to make better. And there's a new organization in Maryland that would be great if you could be a part of it. What they're trying to do is solve the crisis of young men who don't have a belt and wear their pants like this.
Oh!
Please do your part and help.
It's a sad, sad state.
It is. The Washington Times is reporting that a juvenile diversion group called Take Charge is going to be collecting new and gently used belts. Give them a piece of rope if you got it. There's going to be 13 drop-off points in Prince George's County.
Yeah.
And Take Charge Executive Director Jared Mustaf said the goal of the belt drive, as if you couldn't figure it out, is to modify the culture of young people who believe it's cool to wear the pants that are sagging.
Hey, you want to start a group here on Delmarva? Who wants to start a group here on Delmarva?
Let's do that, yes. Now, I'm a firm believer, and we talked about this morning, because a lot of the schools have dress codes that say you can't do that.
Yeah.
And I'm a firm believer you're not supposed to lay hands on the children, and I think that's a great idea. But there's nothing wrong with grabbing that back belt loop and just... I'll bet you remember now.
Wedgie.
But yeah, if you got some belts to contribute, that'd be absolutely
They're
wonderful.
needed desperately.
Have you been downtown Salisbury lately?
Yeah.
I have to admit, I haven't.
Why not?
I can't even tell you why. I haven't gone down there. I know that one of the topics of conversation about people not going downtown as much as they used to is parking.
Parking, yeah.
Parking in some places is an issue. Well, Brad Belichico, who's the executive director of the Salisbury Area Chamber of Commerce, says ideally we should be able to take out all the parking meters, just have free parking downtown.
Oh, okay.
Which would be wonderful. That'd be a
Yeah,
great
why not?
idea. Well, they had a discussion about this last night with the city council, and they're trying to figure out how can they do it. What would be the best way to do this? Because the thing is, the money goes towards lighting the parking lots, paving the parking lots, marking all the maintenance and everything.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to pay for that. So they're trying to figure out, well, what could we do? Maybe we could sell tokens to businesses to give to the customers to pay for the parking.
Yeah.
It's an idea. Maybe reduce the parking fees, the monthly parking. That's an idea. But it turns out while they were talking about it, they actually came up with more questions than they did answers.
And so
did nothing yet.
So nothing has been
they're
done.
Still working on it. Haven't come up with it. But just to let you know, they're working on it. If you haven't been downtown in a while, head that way. There's some wonderful stores, and it's a wonderful ambiance.
And I'm sure there's a meter. I don't want to say meter maid because I don't think that's PC anymore. Meter attendant who does not like this idea at all.
Do you think they get a special little pleasure out of?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And speaking of cars, if you do take your car anywhere, park it anywhere, even in your own driveway, lock it. There's another rash of thefts from cars in Kent County, Delaware, and yep, you guessed it, people aren't locking their cars. Delaware State Police say more than a dozen thefts from unlocked vehicles were reported last month, including items such as car audio equipment, cash, GPS devices.
Would you leave cash in your car?
I don't have any cash to leave in my car. No, I don't.
Don't hit her car. There's nothing there.
No, but I lock it. I don't even have anything in my car worth taking, but I still lock it.
And I learned that from driving my Jeep.
Yeah.
With the top and the soft top, because people could just get into it with it.
Yeah.
So I didn't leave anything in there.
Right.
Didn't lock it, but.
But yeah.
Didn't lose my Jeep either. There is a new app out. A Baltimore police officer has created this new app for kids. If they need to call the cops, Corporal William Davis devised an app that lets them call the police from the app on their smartphone. And I got to think about, so
why can't they call 911?
Why can't they just 911? And his point was, and we talked about it this morning, a lot of people agreed, it's because the students communicate in this medium, so they're familiar with it.
Okay.
Everything they do is app-based.
They don't make phone calls.
They don't make phone calls.
They don't talk
you
on
want
the
me
phone.
To dial? Really? No, not going to do that.
Text the police.
So yeah, it'd be interesting to see how well that comes along. I know we're running out. I just want to mention this real quick. We talked about Felix Baumgartner jumping 24 miles, landing in New Mexico, and all this stuff. What we missed, and I cannot believe this, we missed the first supersonic man. We missed talking about the 65th anniversary of that man right there, retired Brigadier General Chuck Yeager.
Yep.
He didn't forget. Do you know why he's getting in that plane? He flew that F-15 supersonic again at the same airport where Air Force Base, rather, that he broke the sound barrier in the first place. He
65 years ago.
Yeah. Now, there's a toss-up right now whether or not he's 89 or 86. We're tossing this back and forth. But still, he's in his 80s.
Yeah, he's in his 80s. Well, how about that?
And he's flying the F-15 himself. Wow. Okay, I'm sorry. I just want to toss that in real quick.
We had to get and plus it's your geek moment.
It's my geek moment. I get a geek moment.
Okay, do we have time for the cute moment, though? Do we have time?
Yes.
Because there's cute, and then there is ridiculously cute. And we've got the latter. 9-year-old Bernese mountain dog is stepping up to help take care of his family's new 11-week-old puppy by taking it for a walk. Hey, does it get any cuter than that? Come on, keep walking. There you go. Let's go.
Look at this.
Come on. He really takes that seriously. Isn't that funny?
Quit getting under my feet. Let's walk it.
Yep, there we go. That's right.
That's awesome.
That is ridiculously cute, isn't it?
Ridiculously cute.
All right. Well, still ahead on Delmarva Life. Having your own personal summers. Ladies, you know what I mean. Help may be on the way for those suffering the hot flashes and all the other wonderful symptoms that come with menopause.
And a little bit later on, we are in the kitchen with La Hacienda, and we are making their famous Neptune burrito. They're going to show us how to stuff so much flavor into one tiny dish. Delmarva Life at its best here on Delmarva.
Delmarva Life is brought to you by Sussex County Federal Credit Union, guiding you to your financial future. Peninsula Regional Medical Center, honored to serve the entire Delmarva Peninsula since 1897. And your local York and Mitsubishi dealers.